Hi, it is iYikKam time again. So today I'd like to share with you something really critical, and it indeed have threatened the existence of Wing Chun. Okay, so we need to be careful on this. Before I say anything, I like to say one thing. I respect all the past Wing Chun grandmaster. However, when it comes to technical, we need to face the reality. Okay, so whatever my discussion here got nothing to do with disrespect anybody. Okay, it got nothing to do with disrespect of anybody or putting down anybody. It is strict technical. Okay, and because it is technical, thing can be predicate. So the reason I like to share with you this is because in start yesterday there are some discussions in the forum on Wing Chun and the takedown, okay, being taken down. And then always you can see people saying this: oh, if you train your Wing Chun hard enough, then you will solve all problems. And then you will see people will claim that their Chi Sau is so good, like the Chi Sau can solve the whole entire problem in the world. Okay, yet have no understanding what is going on today's issue. Okay, so today I like to share with you the Chi Sau today in Wing Chun, the popular Chi Sau today in Wing Chun, is actually a kiss of death. It developed bad habit, and it is developing the habit to get taken down. Okay? So, the Chi Sau today, those Chi Sau today, okay? This type of Chi Sau today actually is an invention in the more close in the history than the ancient Chi Sau, the old Wing Chun Chi Sau, which is the using the Noi Lim and Oi Lim Sau inside, inward or outward circle. Okay, so this is a new invention. Okay, now this new invention have its purpose. Okay, and somebody invented to train a certain purpose. However, this is not the universal. For the 4 momentum zone play Chi Sau, it is this type of Chi Sau. Okay, it is not this type of Chi Sau. Now, this type of Chi Sau have major problem today, facing today's martial art community, or the progress of today's martial arts. Okay, why? Let me tell you three core issues which is guaranteed to cause problem. The first thing is this. The first thing is because this type of Chi Sau depend on the Bong Sau, this type of Bong Sau. And this type of Chi Sau, actually, it breaking the lower part of the body and the upper part of the body due to this type of mechanics, Chi Sau mechanics. 2 hand, this type of Chi Sau mechanics. Okay? Now, so this upper and lower is being broken. Okay? Now, the second issue is because it is broken out there, and you can see that people stand in this type of stance or this type of stance, okay, just to get a so-called structure to support their upper body. Okay, this type of thing or this type of thing. Okay. Now, that's the second issue. The third issue is that when you do this type of Chi Sau, the focus is in the upper body. You neglect the lower four bowls play, and the lower four bowls is just using anything to support the upper play. Okay? So, with number one, due to the mechanics of the upper body and lower body is break into two parts. The second, due to the nature of this type of Chi Sau, where you have a face square and the upper body in that situations of breaking apart from the lower body, this lower body is forming a structure way or a stance to support this. Okay? And to support that, in order to support this, you can see all the video is going to go in this type, okay? Or sometimes even bigger stance, just to support or the forward pressure, those kind of stuff. Okay? The stance like this. The third thing is so focused on this upper body techniques and everything that this part is neglected. And if you look at all the YouTube, disregard of whom, when they do this kind of stuff, you look at their lower body. The lower body, the stance will be like this. Okay, or like this, or like this, or like this, or is this, or sometimes like this. Okay? So it's always a derivative of this platform like this. Okay? With no attention to play on, to pay attention on the lower part. So this is the effects. Okay, we like it or not, that's by evidence that types of the Chi Sau is training that way. And the longer you practice that, you're going to get a habit of standing like that. Okay. Now, you look at those who play in the third momentum zone, the takedown zone. So, because today I don't have an opponent like I miss Anand, come and then I have an opponent. I use this dummy to show you. Okay, so this is the arm level. This is the feet. Okay, this feet level. Okay. So Chi Sau, you pay attention to this. Okay, you see my leg. Okay, to support this forward pressure structure, whatever. Okay, now when you go down to look at the people who is practicing the handling of the third zone. Okay, repeat again. Long fist zone, short strike zone, the third zone, okay, and then the ground zone, the fourth zone, okay. Now, you can see that what they practice is this. Let me show you. Again, this leg is in this lower part of body, okay, as a reference. If this is one leg here, this is another leg, so there's another leg here. So their practice will be from here, okay, from this leg, hang around with this leg, to go to this leg. Okay? So this is a horizontal way between two legs. Okay? And then, there's another one, say this is the two legs. Okay? Another one is based on get in from here straight. Okay? So if you look at these two legs here, one is from this here to this here. Okay? Another one is from here to get down from here. Okay? Now, practicing this thing? With this lower part of the body completely open, ignore. When you face those guys who practice this type of stuff, as I just showed you, the lateral and the vertical techniques under the belt, how are you going to face that? So, General Qi Ji Guang says, General Qi Ji Guang 1560s says, whatever going to hit you is whatever you have no clue where it comes from. It's called 拳打不是. Okay? Do anybody know that the practice of the third zone is this vertical from one leg, migrate to another leg, and from this to kick down? Did anybody practice that? Did anybody know that exists? Or we are keep living in the fantasy thinking this will solve everything in the world? See the leg? You see the leg? Go check it out, the video. This is the reality. We need to drop this kind of thing, okay? Because when one keep practice this kind of thing, it's going to have bad habit, ignoring the lower four part. And for the guy who practice the third zone, the takedown zone, great. Because they come in at this under my belt. I can do this and they're coming under my belt in the, this is called the horizontal way or the vertical way. Okay? Or lateral way and the vertical way. How am I going to do anything with it? How is my body, my lower four bones, is going to respond to that? If I already like that, thinking only four pressure structure. That's why there is no surprise. You look at in MMA, a lot of so-called classical Wing Chuners get taken down that way in the first few seconds. They stand like that. Or they stand like that. You're gonna get taken down. Okay? Not to mention there's somebody who practiced, somebody even tell me this. Oh, Xiulin Tao iYikKam has to be practiced this way. Okay? And when I tell them, you cannot even squat with this. He said, well, no, this iYikKam Ma is not supposed to squat. So what are you talking about? Do those practice in the third momentum zone care when they want to shoot in? That your mighty iYikKam Ma and Xiulin Tao doing that? Or just they're going to take you down right away? That's why I say, all these four balls have to be able to move. One need to be able to know the lateral play, the vertical play on this ridge. And when we do Chi Sau, we need to know, using this circle, to know that. No longer standing there, oh, my Chi Sau, I have Jing, Fa Jing. That's called daydreaming and fantasy. There's no Taoist or monk going to save you. There's no internal, no mind power to save you. The opponent has just to practice the horizontal or lateral, this is two leg, the vertical, and good at the handling of the momentum in the third zone. This is the lateral and vertical is the mechanics of the third momentum zone or the takedown momentum zone. Okay? So, I share with you this today. I'm not putting down anybody. As Sun Tzu, the art war said, know yourself, know your enemy. As General Qi Ji Guang said, whatever hit you will be whatever you have no idea where it comes from. 拳打不知. Okay? So, that's why I urge everybody in Wing Chun to upgrade to the 4 momentum zone. So at least we know which zone is it. We know each mechanics. Okay? Without that, what are we doing? And today I reveal to you, this is Guai Ma, right? The lateral plate. This is Guai Ma, right? The vertical plate. Is it Wing Chun? Everybody know about Guai Ma, right? Have we practiced it? So it is true that if you practice Wing Chun, you will be able to solve problems. However, what type of Wing Chun are you practice? The type like the ancient with the 4 zone, momentum zone? Or the type we just standing like doing this and doing iYikKam this way? That very heaven and earth different. So, this morning there's a friend who asked me, so what is the solution for this takedown momentum and so forth? If we do not have the 4 zone practice, we do not know the mechanics of Wing Chun in every zone of the 4 zone. You can play. You know the MMA guy is like what? In analogy? It's like the special force sent by the Beijing Interior, the Qing Interior government. They are fighting machine. And we cannot be sitting in the village, keeping thinking, oh, this king of Kung Fu, this Qi, this Jin, well, you don't even know what the fighting machine sent down from Beijing is going to do to you. Okay? So this is to share with you today. And again, I do not here put down anybody, because I care for all Wing Chunners. Wake up, man. Something need to be dropped, because technology is predictable. Okay? So this is to share with you today.